guys, welcome back to my channel. It is Ellarie. Today I filmed with the Urban Decay Heat palette. I love me a nice warm palette, and Urban Decay is one of my faves. But come to find out, there has been some controversy around this palette. I have no idea why. I'm one of those people who only go off my own impression of stuff. Like, there's been times where I've tried palettes and products that other people hate that I happen to love. Of course, makeup is all about your own opinion anyway, which is why I hate to say things are a hit or a miss, because I feel like if I tell you guys something is bad, you guys might actually love that and never try it just because I said it's bad. So I know makeup is all about preference. As you will see later on in the video, like, the swatches speak for themselves. This is the look I came up with. If you guys want to see how I achieved it, first go ahead and subscribe, then follow me over here and continue to watch so you can see how I got the look. Okay, so before I get started, I guess this palette has some negative reviews. I didn't know until someone tagged me and asked me, is it true that their eyeshadows were ashy? And I had no idea that that was like a thing. I'm always late with social media tea. Like, when I looked up the hashtag, there were some like bad swatches of it, and it kind of made me sad because I've been excited to use this. Like, this is my first time using it. I haven't even opened it yet. Once I saw it, I was just like, yes, yes, turn on the camera. As far as the other Naked palettes, the first Naked palette, however, was one of the first palettes I bought, and I used it frequently, but still, you know, Naked 2, 3, Smoky, like, they've never been, like, in my opinion, like something that I'd run to the store for. But this one, this is the one that I was like super excited about. I love me a warm palette. Like, I don't care how many I have. I'm 9 times out of 10 going to buy a warm palette over a cool palette any day of the week. Like, I don't even know if I'd even buy a cool palette. Like, that cool and me just aren't cool. I mean, Heat, this just sounds like it'd be a success, right? I would be very, very upset if these don't swatch very well. But I've seen a couple people use it already and it looks really pretty. So unless they were faking it, look at that. I mean, you see this? You can't fake that. They look like Vixen superheroes. This is what I'd want my superhero makeup to look like. And like, I shoot rays out of my eyes. Come on, there's no way this palette can be bad. Before I use them on my eyes, I'm gonna like do a baseless swatch on my arm on a couple of the colors, just so you guys can get a raw feel of the pigmentation. A+ on packaging though. This thing looks like a beautiful rose gold piano. Like, if I had a piano in my house, I'd want it to look just like this. So at first glance, I probably could use every shade in here besides the first two, which I probably will never touch just because they're too light for moi. But everything else looks pretty promising. Okay, so I'm gonna swatch the 3 shimmer shades because it looks like they have 4. I'll swatch all 4 of them, and then 2 of the matte shades. So, okay, so the first one I'm gonna swatch is called Lumbre. I'm gonna rub my finger on there. Pretty nice. Next one I'm gonna swatch is called Dirty Talk. Let's see what this one looks like. Put it right next to it. I'm not flipping you off, I promise. If you ever seen a bad swatch of this palette, they must have had ashy hands or ashy arms, one or the other, because I literally am doing one glide to get this color. So maybe the shadows weren't ashy, maybe it was your arm. It's just a suggestion. They just needed a little bit of moisturization to their arm. The next one I'm gonna swatch is called Scorched. Again, one swipe. And the last one I'm gonna swatch from the shimmery shadows is called Ember. Let me use my pinky finger. You guys, there's nothing wrong with these shadows. Just in case, let me do the matte ones, you know. Won't be biased with the shimmer shades. Let's try the matte. I'm gonna try these 2, in Fuego and Ashes. 1, 2, 1, 2. That's how you know that you are never supposed to trust anybody's information but your own. Because if I would have saw those swatches that I saw on the hashtag, like, I wouldn't even have wanted this palette. But okay, so now that is settled and we have determined that the bad swatches were probably caused by ashy arm syndrome, let's get into a look here. Starting with Benefit's Don't Stray Medium Deep Primer. Per usual, I'm going to prime my lid. Now I'm going to dip my Dose of Colors blending brush into Low Blow and buff this underneath my brow. The next color I'm going to use is called He Devil, and I'm using Sigma's blending brush starting in the outer corner of my crease and blending it towards the center. Now I'm going into Enfuego and using Sigma's small tapered blending brush, I'm going to apply this directly in the crease, again starting in the outer V of the eye and blending it towards the center. Now I'm going to go into Ashes, the darkest color in the palette, and use Morphe's small tapered blending brush to apply this to the outer V. Next, I'm going to use Dirty Talk, this shimmery shade right here, and Dose of Colors concealer brush, and I'm going to pat this onto the middle of my lid, blending it into Ashes. And I did layer about 3 layers to really make it pop. 1 was enough, but 3 is better, you know? And for the inside corner, I used Lumbre. So even though you probably can't tell, because this shadow in particular is kind of monochrome, like it reflects different colors. And one of the colors it happens to reflect is the color that I have on already. So if I was doing this look over again, I probably wouldn't put this on the inside corner, but since I already did it on this eye, like I gotta do it on this eye. But as you can see when I apply it, it looks pretty similar to my lid color when placed next to each other. So once I have all my lid shades on and blended into each other, I'm just going to go back over the crease quickly before I finish up the face. Okay, and I'm going to zoom through my face routine because I've done it a million times, and I actually recently did an updated highlight and contour video. So if you guys want to see all the face products I use besides the highlight and the blush, you guys can go check out that video. Okay, so the face is partially done. Still got to do my blush and my highlight, but I finished this eye and we're gonna finish this eye together. So the Naked Heat collection also comes with 2 liners, one of them being the one I use called Alkaline. This is the other one. Here's a little quick swatch. Still pretty, but I wanted my lower lash line to be really dark and smoky, and I'm going to put this on my waterline. This liner color is bomb. Like, this instantly just became one of my favorite. Now I'm going to use, this is, what is this brush? Dose of Colors pencil brush. And I'm going to dip it into Enfuego and blend this all on my lower lash line, stopping about here. And now for this lower part of my inner eye corner down here, I'm going to connect it up here, which is Lumbre, the color I use at the top. See, now you can tell the distinction between these 2 colors. Remember I said they were kind of similar and they were running into each other? Now you can tell that this is a completely different color. Okay, now I'm going to add my top liner using Lancome's Grandiose black liner. Now I'm going to clean off my lashes before I add my falsies. My lashes are called Jasmine from Lash Magnifique, and I'm going to pop those babies on. Finally, for the eyes, I'm going to use YSL's The Shot to not only put on my bottom lashes, but to blend in my real lashes into my falsies. And the eyes are complete. Now all that's left is blush, highlight, and lips that are mighty dry right now. For my highlight, I'm using one that I haven't used before. It is from Beauty Bakery. It comes in this cute little ice cream looking box. I remember when I swatched this, like when I first got it, I was like, oh my god, I can't wait to wear that. And then somehow it got lost somewhere in my drawers, but I found it today. So we're gonna see what it's all about. I will say you gotta be careful with these because they are like, literally since I've taken it out of my drawer, like stuff has been flying everywhere. It is a loose powder highlight, and this one is in the shade, I'm not sure which shade this is. It doesn't really have, but it's pretty much a bronzy loose powder highlight. Whew, sheesh McGeesh. Oh my gosh, where has this been all my life? Is this real life? Is this real life? Oh my god, this is so bomb. Like, it's my new favorite. More. I need more. This highlighter is bomb. And you want to know how I know how bomb it is? Because usually with like loose powder highlights, I have to put a pressed powder highlight underneath it, and like the loose powder will amplify it, because I feel like a lot of loose powder highlights are too chunky, or it doesn't really like have like a smooth like highlightation going on. But I didn't even put nothing underneath this, and look at it. It looks like butter, baby. Yes, baby. I'm only gonna put like a little bit of blush on because like I really want this highlight to shine. So I'm gonna grab one of my favorite blushes from Becca Cosmetics called Snapdragon. This brush is the 112 brush from Smith Cosmetics. I'm liking this. And finally, for my lips, I was originally gonna use one of the lipsticks that come in the collection, but I'm feeling a little rebellious right now. This palette, I don't know if it was supposed to, but it's giving me all type of fall vibes. So I'm just gonna follow that vibe. Like, look at it, it screams fall. I know it's not fall, I know it's summer, but since when did I follow the rules? Tell me, when do I do it? I don't ever follow the rules. So I'm gonna go with a dark lip, but I will show you swatches of the lippies that come in the collection, just in case you were curious. I'll do some arm swatches real quick. So this one is called Heat, this one is called Scorched, and this one is called Fuel. And these two are metallized, you know what I'm trying to say. And this one is a cream. But I'm not a super duper fan of metallic lipsticks. I mean, I think I look pretty okay in them, but they just aren't ones that I gravitate to. And this cream one is a little bit lighter than my preference. Like, I would have to use like a really chocolatey liner for it in order for it to work for me. So I just decided to use what I wanted, you know? So I'm gonna go with a matte burgundy lip using the Ellarie liner by ColourPop and the ColourPop I Love Sarah collab. And there you have it. Oh my gosh, I'm loving it. Yeah. So there you have it, guys. I really love this look. I feel like it's super sexy and like give me a dark lip and a sexy eye and what did you say? Like, you can't tell me nothing, like, because I'm feeling myself all day. If you guys are feeling this look too, go ahead and give me a thumbs up and leave me some love in the comments. But until next time, love you guys. Mwah.